Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a vinyl wrap on the top of my CTS. And to prepare for that, I've already removed the shark skin. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there and hit that, you can go ahead and hit that like button down too if you want, but hit that subscribe button and check out the video of how to remove the shark skin if you're planning on doing this, okay? And now that I have that off, what I did, I cleaned it all down to get all the old wax off, any dirt, grime. I took some rubbing alcohol over it. I did the clay bar. I'm not going to walk through you all through that, but I'm going to tell you what you need over here to do it. All right, I'll re-wipe this down again after I'm putting this on top of it. But I got I'm putting a gloss black over the roof of the car, and I'm using Vivid. And so after I did that, the next thing you'll need is a couple of good squeegees to help you put it on there. And what you will need too, of course, is a good blade. All right, so you first want to start by laying it out. And again, make sure your surface is completely clean. The slightest little bit of dust up there can end up underneath your final product, and you will know it and you will hate it. And you want to get a big enough sheet that you have overhang to be able to grab it and stretch it out to where you need it to be. So you don't want it to be the exact same. If your area is 4 feet by 5 feet, you don't want to get a 4 feet by 5 feet sheet of vinyl. Trust me. All right, now you want to do the part where you want to try to get it as smooth as possible before you start squeegeeing out. Don't start squeegeeing at this point, otherwise you'll just mess it all up. So what you're seeing me do here is attempting to remove as many of the wrinkles out of there as possible, any of the air pockets. I believe what they call this, the ones that know what they're doing, would be the either the gloss or glass over or something to that effect, something basically to make it nice and smooth on top. And I've watched the YouTubes of them doing that, and they do an awesome job, so much respect for them. This is my first time actually doing vinyl, trying to do a vinyl wrap. So it's not working out the same way as I saw in those videos. So any of you guys out there that are really well versed in this, maybe you can point out some of the things that I were doing wrong as far as why I wasn't able to get it to lay flat for the for the majority of the roof over there. As you can see, no matter which way I do it, I just keep getting lines no matter which direction. So I keep pulling it up, and but the lines, the air bubbles, no matter what direction I went. So at some point, I kind of just said, okay, let me just go off of instinct. So I just got my squeegee, and I know this isn't the way that is recommended to do it, but I just had to go off of instinct at this point in time and to try to get it to work the best way that I could figure out how to get it to work. And luckily for me that did start working out this way, because the other way just wasn't working for me. I'm sure it's like more work the way I'm doing it this way, but it actually started to come together for me. I started actually seeing some positive progress. And what's great about this product too, as well, is that it's just very forgiving. You lift it up, and you can just correct it and pull it back down. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't used any of the other ones like 3M or any of the others, so I can't really compare it to those to see if this is more difficult to work with. But I would say, as a novice, someone's doing it for the very first time, it's definitely very forgiving for all the many mistakes that I'm making along the way. So now let me go ahead and speed up this video for you guys. So what I'm doing right here is just going through, just getting out, working out any of the air bubbles that's in there. This is that air release type of material. So as I'm pushing out the air bubbles, they kind of just vanish. I don't have to push it all the way to the edge to get that air bubble out of there. I just push it along, and I guess it just kind of filters its way outside the material. Now that I got all the air bubbles out, I feel comfortable taking the outer film off, and just seeing that glossy black from underneath that film, it looks so much better. I was afraid of what it may look like after I took it off, but it really looked good. So now I'm moving over to the phase. I'm moving to the phase where I'm taking the heat gun to it for the first time. And what's great about this product is I heat up any maybe creases I may have made up in there. So I'm just heating those up, and it is just making them just go away. It just shrinks them down, and it just resets the vinyl back to like it was new. And any of the air bubbles that was hard for me to get out, or yeah, I just heat them up too, and I'm able to get them out of there as well. So the heat gun, after you've got it all done and did most of the work, is a great tool to take care of any of those little imperfections along the way. After going around the edge with the squeegee to get it as close as possible with all the air out, now I'm finally able to take my razor along it to start cutting away some of the excess, the vinyl. And I had originally wanted to use some of that cutting tape. It's kind of like a tape with a string up in there that allows you to do really straight edges without the need of using the razor and the risk of nicking your paint by using the razor. But I went cheap. I got the cheap cutting, what do you want to call that? Cutting wire, whatever it is. You want to call it cutting tape. And it's because I wanted to do it this weekend. And the only one on Amazon was the cheap stuff. The good stuff, the 3M stuff, would have taken a few more days to get delivered to the house. So I went with the cheap stuff, and as a result, I couldn't use it. It just wouldn't stay laid down. So I'm cutting by hand, and I have to admit it's coming out pretty good with me cutting by hand. Now back here where the hole is at for the shark fin antenna, Yeah, I would say it was a little bit more difficult back here. I think it was because of the way I put it on. I worked kind of from any different angles, directions to work it all out, opposed to working all the air and wrinkles out from the middle, working my way outwardly. So I built up a little extra material back there that I don't think I would have had if I had did it the proper way. So that's why I'm back there now doing. I'm using the heat gun to shrink the vinyl down to help me work out that extra bit of material that I got right over there. All right, so now it's time to put the shark fin back on. This is the one we took off, and I'm putting this one on since it's already black. All right, now we're going inside and tighten it back up. Yep. All right, so we'll take the screw and the little feet and put them in place. All right, now that that's in place, you don't want to forget to plug it in. Wiring back out of the way. Close that back up. And you're done. I was really nervous about what it may look like when I pulled it out of the garage into the daylight. But I have to admit, I was really, really happy with the end result. No air bubbles. I mean, it just looked really good. I was debating originally between going with a, what do you want to call it, a matted black, more of a flat black opposed to the glossy. But I'm so happy I went with the glossy black. I mean, it just blends in with the glass, the front and rear glass, so much better that way, almost like it's a continuous piece in some angles. Even when I look up close, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing here. So if you guys like, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. I hope this helped you guys out. Thanks for joining.
This shit done it big as the what?